Bitcoin $29,000. What? Do you want to know the last information about the crypto world? How Bitcoin is going crazy up? Yes? Then smash that like button because it's time for Crypto News Fun on the Right. Crypto a tope. We are so happy we can use this thumbnail today. The death is knocking on $29,000. We had this one just the other day, Bitcoin knocking at $27,000, and we missed 28 because during the weekend we had that, so we have to jump straight to $29,000, and we are so happy of jumping like that. Bitcoin 28,473, and right now going even higher. So we'll see about that. Whack me this week. Of course, if you don't know what that means, well, you have that song from Mark Zuckerberg's sister. We are all gonna make it. That's the idea, that's the song, and this is something that you'll see in crypto Twitter a lot, whack me, and also you will see all the time like GM, and you wonder what that means. Well, that means good morning, and it's good morning because this cat is Bitcoin and trying to reach $30,000 for good. Bitcoin, since the last bottom, we're up more than 80%. We are, since the beginning of this year, 70 approximately percent up, and we are, since last days, 45% up. So crazy for Bitcoin. We move from food to FOMO all the time. You have to consider also the comparison between Bitcoin, Gold, Nasdaq, Standard & Poor's, or others, and you can see that Bitcoin is the one that performs the best, 78% for Bitcoin versus 9% for Gold or 15% for Nasdaq. And that's why, maybe because of the crisis we have in the financial world, now everybody, the experts, I'm not one, I have no clue, this is not financial advice, but everybody asking for you to buy Bitcoin and gold because we don't trust anymore the traditional fiat world. As UBS, for example, just bought credit size for $3,250 million, which is crazy in our opinion. We talk every day about inflation, and here you can see Milton Friedman and his ideas. He, remember, was a Nobel Prize in 1976 and knows a lot. It's not just fun on the right talking to you.
Inflation is destructive disease. Inflation is the most destructive disease known to modern societies. There is nothing which will destroy a society so thoroughly and so fully as letting inflation run riot. Inflation doesn't arise because you got consumers who are spendthrift. They've always been spendthrift. It doesn't arise because you've got businessmen who are greedy. They've always been greedy. Inflation arises because we as citizens have been asking you as politicians to perform an impossible task. We've been asking you to spend somebody else's money on us, but not to spend our money on anybody else. Everybody talks against inflation, but what he means is that he wants the prices of the things he sells to go up and the prices of the things he buys to go down. The real tax on the American people is not what you label taxes. It's total spending. If Congress spends $50 billion more than it takes in, if government spends $50 billion, who do you suppose pays?
Trouble with the internet, but the idea is clear there. So who's going to pay? Well, the taxer, the citizen, is the one that is going to pay for sure. Milton Friedman, Nobel Prize, also talked about something we needed in the market, which is Bitcoin and eCash. And he was talking about it in 1999. Not Bitcoin, but the solution to the problem we had already, and they knew it for good.
So that I think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable eCash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A. The way in which I can take a $20 bill and hand it over to you, and there's no record of where it came from. And you may get that without knowing who I am. That kind of thing will develop on the internet, and that will make it even easier.
He was so true about that and many other things. And maybe you don't consider Bitcoin, but if you are in Argentina, you know you have 100% of inflation right now. So Bitcoin seems like a solution. Also for Vietnamese people that now allegedly they had 16.6 million of people using Bitcoin, using crypto. That's 17% of the population. Crazy stuff. Also remember that maybe for the financial world, the traditional one, things are not over yet. And we had this inform telling us that maybe 186 American banks might collapse in the soon future. Also, US banks just borrow over 150 billion from the Fed's discount window last week, blowing the past previous record during 2008 financial crisis that was 112 billion. Crazy numbers. Box mining here saying again that the printers are printing money like crazy, and the tablet here saying that if you zoom out, you can compare the situation right now with the last time we had a presidential election in the United States, which was 2008. Remember here, we talk about next year and how we are going to have president elections, 2024. And if we compare the situation with 2008, we have to see what happened. Here with Bitcoin, it's easy comparing the situation with 2019. And we are doing that, and we see that Bitcoin might go up. But it's more difficult for 2007 because Bitcoin was not here still. So we have to go, for example, to Standard & Poor's 500, that, for instance, is bouncing again in the top of the channel. We'll see about that. But this would be the comparison with 2007. This is what happened with the stock market mostly. So if that's what happened there, well, we might do the same after the fiasco of all those bad news we had the last time, crypto related. Maybe we jump and start going crazy up as the stock market did at that point. It is not just myself saying that. The CTO of Coinbase now with a crazy bet saying that Bitcoin might go to $1 million in just 90 days. This is a crazy bet, but remember we had that in the past with McAfee, rest in peace, and he asked Bitcoin 1 million for 2020. But he was wrong, of course. Then he said it was all a joke. We'll see about the CTO of Coinbase if he says that it's a joke or what he says. On the other hand, Arthur Hayes from BitMEX saying that also Bitcoin, he believes, is going to get to $1 million. We believe that. I'm not financial advice again, but he said so. And he is talking about China and how they low the RRR, which I have no clue what is, but it's a ratio, and mostly what the thing is the money the banks can borrow to their clients. So now they have that lower 0.25%. That means that probably in United States they will do that too. So that means that in the moment that we know all this trouble, all this problem is because of the ability of the banks of printing new money all over the world. Now the solution is just printing more money, and that's it. So careful with inflation in the future. But good news for crypto world now. Microsoft Edge that allegedly is testing a crypto wallet. That's Microsoft, and then that's so huge, of course. Here we have some screens about that wallet that well leaked on the internet, and you can see there how to create an account and then your crypto wallet, which is awesome. Also remember that a lot of times Microsoft tries things as experts are telling us and they don't use it in the end. So we'll see about that. If you want that, you have it already with Brave Browser, the one we use. And if you want to know about the fight between the bigs with AI and also now with crypto, maybe then go to our shows about IA news, or maybe you want to go to our international AI news called Always, you have the link in the description. Do not miss that out. Also, more good news for Bitcoin, and maybe that's why Bitcoin is going up. BlackRock, the biggest making money and moving money in the world, now exploring tokenization of stocks. That's crazy, and the CEO is saying things like this. In many emerging markets like India, Brazil, and parts of Africa, we are witnessing dramatic advances in digital payments, bringing down costs and advancing financial inclusion. By contrast, many developed markets, including the US, are lagging behind innovation, leaving the cost of payments much higher. At BlackRock, we continue to explore the digital asset ecosystem, especially areas most relevant to our clients, such as permissioned blockchains and tokenization of stock and bonds. They believe now the market is maturing, and that we have bad news all the time in the crypto world. In the end, it's going to be a big thing. And you have to consider that Bitcoin is now like working 24/7 since the inception, 100% of the time. If we go to bitcoinuptime.org, you have the links in the description to everything I talk about. You can see that now is mostly 100%, 99.98. And you can see here all the years when we were 100%, and just the 2 moments for some time that it was down. And it's been 3,600 days since the last time that we were down. So if you compare this with the financial markets, well, the advantage is gigantic, enormous. And if you consider, if you're worried about price for Bitcoin, just let's wait till this Thursday, Wednesday, we're going to have the decision, 22 March, the decision of the SEC, the Fed, FED. So they will rise or not those rates, and that will affect the market for sure. If they raise it, well, maybe if it's a lot, the market will go down. Maybe if they pause already, we will have a crazy run for Bitcoin and other financial instruments. Now, Matthew Highland telling us that we are in a zone for Bitcoin really interesting. It has been support and resistance in many other occasions. So we'll see the behavior for Bitcoin here in these numbers. Also, so interesting from Kevin Svensson, follow him. He's telling us about these steps in the stair we have in the parabolic runs for Bitcoin. And if we go to the pattern, maybe we are going to double right now, because from base 2 and base 3 to base 4, we have a double rise. So maybe, and we will be worried about the sell point in the future. He's telling us that we might be really fast, really high on Bitcoin, and that's telling us about our parabolic chart. Here you can see it. We talk about something like $56,000 for Bitcoin in June 2023. We'll see about that. Also, considering the last time we were down in a bottom for Bitcoin, well, we are still doing the same thing. Here you can compare the charts in the daily basis, and that will bring Bitcoin to $32,000 by April 04. So we'll see about that. You have to consider also this information about CryptoNews, telling us that the price performance of Bitcoin has been historically strong, returning 35.0% over the last 7 days. So when we have a similarity to the chart we have right now, in the past, the situation was Bitcoin going higher mostly. Doesn't matter if it was a bull market or a bear market, or we were ending the bear market. That maybe is something that we are doing right now. Dollar, here you can see going down and Bitcoin going up. That's a good thing. And we'll see about the stock market. Last time United States were going down and Bitcoin was going up. So it's good if we decouple for good from the stock market. Today, gold was going up and then it was going down. The same for stock market in Asia, it went down. and we'll see how the rest of the day develops. Michael van de Poel believes that there's exhaustion, that Bitcoin is exhausted, I want to say, and maybe we need a little bit of a pullback and then go higher more strongly for sure. Peter Brand also telling us that we have two huge unfilled gaps in the CME futures for Bitcoin. So he's asking people to go short for Bitcoin, to be a bear. And we have here all those gaps we follow all the time in CryptoNews FunOntheRide. And if that's true, if we are to fill those gaps, we will be so fast in the $26,000 range. And then remember that we have homework to do in the $20,000. So if you are FOMOing a lot, consider that maybe Bitcoin is going to be in $20,000 in a little time, maybe on Thursday, on Friday, or maybe in $1 million in 90 days. Nobody knows, no even Satoshi Nakamoto. Now here from Belgium, a very bad piece of information. The Belgian foreign minister calling for Bitcoin ban. He's saying it's the same thing as drugs. If a government bans drugs, it should also ban crypto. He said that it has no economic or social value. So he has no clue what he's talking about for sure. But here, more politicians talking BS about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. More interesting things. Remember, last video we talked about Arbitrum airdrop. It's going to be in 3 days and 3 hours right now. And also it was crazy on Friday because we had this IOU for Arbitrum. What's an IOU? Well, this is a promise. So in one exchange that I think they will have the Arbitrum. They are saying they are putting there. Well, you can buy it. It was $10 at the beginning, which is crazy. You can sell yours because you don't have it, but you can short it. You can buy it there or whatever. $10 there, which is crazy. But also we learned that Arthur Hayes from BitMEX, well, he's not there anymore, but you remember BitMEX. Well, here we have derivative for RMB, and it was around $1 and people were buying and selling it. So $10 in one IOU, and we have also a derivative that it's worth $1, which coincides more with our idea Miles Deutscher told us in last video, where we talked about how with the tokenomics and the market cap we expect we will be around $1 or maybe $2 maximum. But we'll see. It will be a crazy market cap for Arbitrum if it's going to be $10 on Thursday, but we will be there watching it and trying to decide what to do. Here you have that IOU, how it went to $10 and something, and then it went down a little bit. We'll see about that, and be careful about phishing scams. Everybody's trying to trick you and tell you that you are winning an airdrop from Arbitrum, but they are trying to get your passwords, your accounts, your seeds, and they will steal everything. Be careful with that. Just rely on official sites, and also even be worried about those because they might be hacked, as it has happened in the past a lot. So now what are you going to do if you had the airdrop? You're going to sell it, you're going to hold it, maybe half and half, maybe you are going to use some into a pool giving liquidity. Tell us, what are you going to do? I have no clue yet, but I want to compare the situation with the airdrop we had with Optimist, which I wasn't able of getting, even though I did a tutorial about it. But here you can see that with this airdrop, it's a layer 2, so it's the same as Bitcoin, as Arbitrum, in my opinion, right now, where we went down, but right now it's higher than the moment where it was launched. So according to this, you should wait. We'll see about that. Here you have the chart, crazy going down at the beginning and then up like crazy. So you can hold, or watching this, you can sell it immediately and then buy it like 15 days later and then just wait till it's going up again. If we compare the situation with other airdrops we had in the past, like for example Uniswap, well, the idea would have been to wait still some time just passed. It started in September, and then in April it went down. So at that point you should have sell it, but who knows when it's going to be the top or when it's going to be the bottom for a financial instrument. Also for ENS, you can see that the idea, the good one, would be like selling at the very beginning. So if you compare with these two situations, in one you have to sell immediately, in the other one you have to wait and then sell. But if we compare it with OP, optimism, that I believe is more similar, well, the idea is that we might hold. I'm going to hold, so as I'm the counter indicator official, well, that would be a bad idea, but that's what I think I'm going to do. Also, if you missed that, well, maybe you want to be eligible now for the zksync. And that's something that riders know already, because we talk a lot about airdrops. Don't miss those up. And if you want to be eligible, as I'm telling you, just follow all these steps that you'll find in this tweet that I'm going to leave in the description for you. I haven't done many of those things, so probably I will do them and create a tutorial. So maybe we are eligible. We have tried already in the past, but maybe we should do more things. And we'll see Arbitrum. It's going to be like $1 on Thursday or $10. It's going to be a lot of money for us and our airdrop. We'll see about that. As I'm telling you, do not miss out this video where I tell you more about all those airdrops. The market is in the green. We are greedy. We are in the green. Bubbles are crazy. Even EOS is going up 9%. So the total market cap for the crypto ecosystem is going up higher from that $1 trillion, but still a lot for the $3 trillion we were at some point. The most important ones are going up, but maybe they are exhausted, as our friend told us. We'll see. XRP with a top of 2,000 for its market cap. You can see here on the number 6 in CoinGecko and how crazy that market cap is. And we'll see if we have a resolution for XRP and it goes crazy up to Ethereum in the top of the megaphone pattern, and now finding support in this red line we draw with previous resistance points. So maybe that means that we're going to bounce back now and go higher. It's 23 days till Shanghai and that release of the tokens from the 2.0 Ethereum smart contract. And in the DeFi ecosystem, we were above $50 billion again, which it's so good. And we had controversy with Defi Llama teams. Now some people saying they want to launch a token, and some people, like it happened with Steemit and Justin Sun, saying that it's not cool, that they need to find agreements. And some part of the community are saying that if Defi Llama goes this way, they might create a hard fork. It's a very interesting platform, DefiLlama.com. You'll find the link in the description. If you want to know about the DeFi ecosystem, this is one of the good ones. As if you want to know about the staking and do it really easily, you have to go to stakely.io. I leave you the link in the description too. And we created a video specifically dedicated to staking. Thank you very much to Stakely.io. We were there with our friend Jose, and we talk about the staking and how to do it easily with Stakely. So thank you very much. And if you don't want to wait till we have the edited video in YouTube, you can go to Friday's video live on Twitch, where you have all that information already. And thank you for the community that gives us good information, like for example this tweet from BTC Andres. You have to follow him. He knows a lot about the crypto world, and now he's asking us to eat the orange pill that is Bitcoin. And Henry Max that was sharing this information with us, thank you very much again. And like he's talking about the dollar cost average, DCA, Well, Henry Max is telling us that he learned that idea, like for example, quit smoking, and the money you have now that you quit smoking, you can use it for Bitcoin. He learned that idea from our video, stop smoking and be rich. So that was like 4 years ago. Hopefully you watched that video and you were buying Bitcoin. And now the cat section here. Iron Man sent us this one. He's telling us, be careful, scammers on C. And this guy is like, do you want to come with this airdrop I have? But be careful, they're trying to trick you. This one is learning. The other cats are just sleeping. How you want to be rich, how you want to find your financial freedom if you don't learn from our videos on Fun on the Ride. And this guy is curious. He wants to know about everything, not just crypto, also AI and our other channels. Sure, you have to be curious all your life, and also pay attention to love, not just money, as these two are so lovely friends. Those are a wombat and a baby kangaroos, and they are friends already. It's like a Bitcoin maximalist and an Ethereum maximalist becoming friends, and that's a good news. What about cats that know how to play jazz? That's impossible. Do you think so? Just listen to this. The cat is playing jazz, awesome things, and this one doesn't care about crypto nor music. He just wants love. Smart cat. We have no more time. Maybe you don't care even about love. Maybe you just want to chill like this one. Oh yeah, that's life. Well, do whatever, but enjoy life. Enjoy the journey. Fun on the ride. We have no more time today, but if you want more, just wait for next video here on Fun on the Ride. Health, money, love, party in peace. The best is yet to come, and crypto a tope. To the moon!